What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time we have a match against Nebel, and I'm not too sure if he was a random passerby that challenged me to a battle, but if not, what I will do is I will leave his YouTube account and contact information in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Anyways, what I wanted to also start was a question of the video. So the reason why I want to do that is because it'll be awesome to get you guys involved a bit more. I'd love to talk to you guys in the comment section below. So the first official question of the video is going to be, it's not a question of the day because that's just lame, everyone does that. This is a question of the video. So the first question of the video is, where are you watching this from? Which country are you from? So if you didn't know, I'm actually from South Africa, so I think that's pretty cool. The only thing that really sucks is that we have really slow internet, so that's a real pain. It takes like a half an hour to upload a 200 megabyte video, so you can understand why it takes so long to upload these things. So anyway, I just decided to lead off with my let's get back into this match, and that's why you're watching this damn video. So I decided to lead off with my Mammothine, and he does in fact decide to lead off with his Galvantula. So I wasn't too upset with that. That's a pretty good matchup because I have Icicle Spear, and I'm thankful that I'm carrying that instead of the Icicle Crash, because Galvantula just loves to carry Focus Sash, and it just loves to ejaculate its sticky web all over the floor. So I go straight for the Icicle Spear. It's gonna break its sash in the first hit, which is great, and I was just praying, please get at least 4 hits, but I don't even need 4 because I'm gonna get a crit on the 3rd hit. Fantastic. Couldn't have asked for anything better. He's not gonna be able to get his sticky web up. That's just perfect, because that could have been a real problem for me, but I could have just used my Hitmontop and rapid slap that away. So now he brings in his Milotic, and I'm going to switch out because there's no way that I'm going to waste a turn and go for an Icicle Spear. And I just bring in my counter to that, which is my Milotic, and my Milotic is definitely way more cooler than his, because mine's a chick, and chicks are always cooler. So he goes for the Toxic, and now I'm poisoned, so that's not too great because it's badly poisoned. And I make a retarded move. I play the obvious move, and I go for Toxic as well. So obviously he's going to switch out. He predicted that really well, and he goes into Scizor, which is going to resist that. So I just wasted a turn, and I'm going to be getting toxic damage for absolutely nothing. And there's not much that I can do to the thing unless, I just decide to stay in and possibly go for like a Scald and hope for the burn. But I don't want to give him a chance to set up, so I wasn't too sure. I was just thinking, you know what, let me just stick it now. I really would appreciate a burn right now, because that would really cripple his Scizor. He doesn't have anything that could actually use aromatherapy or heal bell. So I just stick in. I go for the Scald. It does way more than I anticipated, and that's because it was a crit. So my Milotic is doing awesome this game, man. That's I'm getting a lot of crits and shit in this game, so things are looking good for me. And he does go for the Swords Dance, so I'm like, shit, okay. Let me just try again. I might get the burn this time, because he's not going to be able to knock me out with a hit, because I have a Marvel Scale that has activated. So I go straight for the Scald. It is going to hit him. It's not going to be a crit. And do I get the burn? Yes! Yes, I get the burn. Fantastic. Awesome. So thankfully I get the burn, because he goes to the X zone and it hardly does any damage. It probably would have taken me down to the red zone, if he wasn't burnt. So I'm really lucky with that. And the toxic damage would have definitely taken me out in that case. So the burn recoil is going to take him out, so that's fantastic. Oh, this is just a great day. I've been having such an awesome day so far. So now he brings in his Ninetales, and that's going to get the drought up, so my Scald is kind of going to become useless right now. So I wasn't too sure. Maybe I should just go for the Scald. Maybe I should just switch out. But I decided to stay in and go straight for the Solar Beam, and I completely forgot that this thing can learn Solar Beam. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. How can Ninetales even learn Solar Beam? That is just, oh my word, I'm so furious right now. Now I lost my Milotic, but you know what, I'm not too upset, because Milotic did its job. It managed to at least take out the Scizor, so that's alright. And of course I'm sending my Noiva now, and I must say that Ninetales in the shiny form is so badass. It looks absolutely amazing. It's definitely one of the better looking Pokemon that Game Freak decided to design. I mean, compared to Mega Scizor, I mean, in its shiny form it looks so shitty. I would definitely not use Scizor in its shiny form. Its normal form looks pretty badass. So I go straight for the Draco Meteor, and that is going to take it out because it was a crit. So fantastic. And I did some damage calcs afterwards, and I found out that crit did matter. So I'm really sorry, Nebel, but that's just how the game goes. So the Ice Shot was obvious, and I had to switch out. But it was so obvious that I was thinking maybe I should just stay in. But there was no need for me to take any unnecessary risks, even if he decides to go for like an Earthquake. If I can bring in my Hitmontop, he's going to be able to get the Intimidate off and reduce its attack. So he does just go for the Ice Shot, so I did make a good choice. And Hitmontop's looking pretty good right now. So he decides to stay in and go for an Earthquake. I think he kind of forgotten that I had scared him with my Hitmontop and dropped his attack, because that thing hardly does any damage. And I'm going to be able to take him out clean. 1-hit KO with a stab close combat. So that's just fantastic. Great stuff there, Hitmontop. Hip on top, I'm really enjoying hip on top of my team right now. It's becoming more and more of a staple right now. So yeah, now the leftovers recovery is helping me out. That's great. And now he brings in his Milotic, and I wasn't too sure if you know what, his Milotic was more on the physical defensive side or the specially defensive side. So I decided to just switch out, play it safe because he's probably gonna go for the Skull. I don't want to get my hip on top burnt. So I bring in my Noivern, and of course he's holding leftovers, and he does go for the Scald, and I'm going to resist it. It's going to hardly do anything, and he doesn't get the burn, so that's great. And oh yeah, the sun was up, which is why I didn't do too much damage. So I just go straight for the Boom Burst, and I mean I could have went for an Air Slash, but I just wanted to hit him for as much damage as possible. And excellent, I get the crit, so that's fantastic. And of course he's carrying Ice Beam. My Milotic is not carrying it, so of course he will. That's just great. Now I just lost my Noivern for absolutely nothing. I mean, at least the Boom Bursted. You did your job. You got a couple of crits, so I'm pretty happy right there. So I bring in my hip on top. I'm fairly confident that a close combat will be able to take it out. So I decide to just go for that. But it turns out that this thing is actually faster than me. Jesus, what the hell? I didn't know that slimy snake was so damn fast. So the close combat does a lot, but it does a hell of a lot actually, and it would have taken it out if it didn't have that damn recover and if it wasn't faster than me. So with the defense drop now, it's definitely going to be able to take me out with a Scald, but I wasn't too sure what to do. Should I maybe switch out and keep my hip on top? But then who would I bring in? I mean, I'm going to get some serious damage on anything else that I bring in, and I don't want to bring in my Charizard as well. So I just let hip on top die now because, you know what, hip on top, you did your job, you did your two-step. I'm happy right now. So my Milotic is looking pretty beastly right now, and of course now it's a perfect chance for me to bring in my Charizard. Charizard is awesome. Charizard, you are a beast. And of course I'm gonna Mega Evolve because I don't want to get hit with a stab super effective Scald. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve because it's gonna do neutral damage, and I go straight for the Dragon Dance. Dragon Dancing Gyarados is a monster. Dragon Dancing Gyarados. Once you can set up with Charizard, you can sweep almost all teams. There's only a few Pokemon that I have to watch out for, like in the Azumarill, because it resists both of my attacks. But he does go for the Scald, and I'm pretty sure he was probably wishing for a burn. But I'm Fire type, so I'm not going to get burned. And yeah, let's go straight for the Dragon Claw. It is definitely going to take it out, which is great. And I'm in a pretty good position right now. And I know that the only Pokemon that he has left is his Hydreigon, and that thing could be Scarfed, I'm not too sure. So I had to go for the Dragon Dance. If I did not go for the Dragon Dance, I would not have been able to outspeed this thing, especially if it was Spect. So if it was Spect, he could have possibly swept my entire team, because I only had Vivillon left, and we know that Vivillon is not bulky whatsoever. So that was an awesome game, Nebel. I think I made the better play there by actually going for the Dragon Dance. If I decided to just attack head on, I'm pretty sure that his Hydreigon was definitely choice Spect. So awesome game, Nebel. I hope we have a rematch soon. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also comment below. You know what the question of the video is: where you watching this video from? Which country are you from? And also be sure to share this video with your friends. Let's try and make this channel grow. And thanks again, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.